season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Ready, ready. 56 is the mic. Watch the run, watch the run. Kill, kill, kill.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll give to Michel running right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Hey, alert 3, alert. Squeeze. Get it.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was first and 10, then second and 4. Now first and 10 again. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch twist. Watch the hey, Sam on. Joker. Shoot.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Nowhere.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On the ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's second and 8. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Gerald McCoy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
I'm coming after you. Check. 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 Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this.
We got this.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready. 56. Mike's 56. Watch the curl. Watch
Leo.
And they will run it with Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more.
Check 31. Check 52. Shift.
Go. Snap.
They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready. 56. Check 56. It's a party now. It's a party now. Check.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Zach Line. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray now on 1st down. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give right side. Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Murray now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Right, it appeared to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check curls, check
Recon, 132 fighter.
2nd and 11. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check it.
Rock it, rock it.
Undercut.
Shoot.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now.
Go now. Mike, check.
Ready?
On first down, Herbert. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, switch gears. Rush in.
Hit it.
On 2nd down, Michelle. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Hey!
Mike 34. Check the outs. Hey, check Mike 34. Bound to lose one.
Speed dribble.
Back to throw. Herbert. Well, he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On on is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. First down, Murray. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Back to throw. Herbert trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Catch is made by Harry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
You got nothing left. You got nothing.
Hey, Wahoo. Ready?
On first and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's second and 11.
Shit.
Hey, lock it.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 42 yards on the ground. They come up in an offset eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, as the first half is winding down, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's get it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass. Ready.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Taylor, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some space here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on hammering for the goal line? He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
60 Pittsburgh.
I got
it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 70. Indy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Check 26. Check 26.
No, no, no. Off.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Get it.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Deuce.
You're out.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
You don't want no problem from me.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Shift.
Again, it's Michel. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
On first down, Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
I got you.
Watch the safety creep.
He's checking. Crash.
Big rip.
And it's Michel once again. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
I'm going to run you over.
Check 13.
Check your hot read. Showing that.
Fair.
Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that,
You know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he is all the way up past the 25. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. 51. I'm coming after you. 56. I'm coming after you. Kill.
On second down now. It's Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Throwing is Murray on third down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman.
Herbert's pass complete to Julian Edelman. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On second down, they'll run with White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Sam off.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mike, check. 59. Look at me. Zipper.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
59. Hey, Alpha.
Check. 59. All you get is a headache.
Two. Back to throw. And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
On the ready.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Bravo!
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Hey, Delta. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 30 go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. White's got a first down and more. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Cards, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL